What is up, Boomerang Coaches? Marie here, obviously. I don't know why I feel like I need to introduce myself. I wanted to do a quick video training for you guys because I've been getting some questions about inviting. And I feel like the number one thing that coaches struggle with when they start coaching is inviting, because for some reason all of our fears come up, our fears of rejection, our fears of failure, our fears of success, and all these different things come up for us, and we're not really sure how to invite, when really all inviting is just saying, hey, I'm doing this shit that I really like, do you want to do it too? Right? That's actually how simple inviting is. So I wanted to make a quick step-by-step breakdown video and kind of show you guys how I go about my process of inviting, because I feel like it's working. So I'm going to share my best practices, obviously, right? So I've got about 10 steps here, and I'm going to see how quickly I can rip through this. And then if you guys want to watch it after the fact, then great, and I might even upload it to our website training. So number one, when you're inviting, you gotta know what you're inviting to, right? As clear as you can possibly get, that is best. So for myself personally, I know that I'm gonna host one challenge group every single month. For me, that's what works. Some people host two, some people co-host one, some people host a free group and a challenge group. It's totally personal, but for myself personally, I host one 3-week challenge group the first Monday of every month. So I know, okay, this is the date that I am starting my group. That means that back up 2 weeks, I need my people to be starting to order their packs and stuff, so their Shakeology comes in on time. If it's a couple days late, not a huge deal. I've had people with, like, they go the first week without having it. It's not a huge deal, right? But I try to time it so that people have their packs so they're ready to go for day one. And so myself personally, I know, okay, I'm looking at my calendar right now. March 5th, I am starting another 3-week group. I just started one this Monday. So March 5th, I'm going to start a 3-week group. What program do I want to do? Well, I think I kind of want to host it with 21 Day Fix, because that's a really great program to start people out with, you know, and it takes away all the options. Like, there are so many options with Beachbody On Demand. There's over 600 different workouts, which is epic, but also can be really overwhelming for some people when they're just starting out. So personally, I like starting people off with 21 Day Fix. Sometimes I'll go through and do a specialty program, like maybe I'll do a group with Max 30 one of these days. Maybe I'll do a group with Shift Shop. Maybe I'll do another 3-week yoga 30-day yoga calendar, right? There's so many different options, you guys. So really pick and choose what you love personally. If you are obsessed with doing Body Beast, open up a Body Beast group, right? And call it like Women Who Lift or something, and then get a bunch of women who want to get strong from Body Beast. It's an awesome program. Okay, so you really need to know what you are inviting to. Oh, Brittany, what's up? Nice to see you. Okay, so you really need to know what you're inviting to. So when I plan out my months, I usually plan out a couple months in advance because well, I'm borderline psycho, and also I know that if I plan, then I will be way more, I will enjoy it more, and I'll be more calm, and it just goes better, it flows better, right? Oh, what's up, Brittany? Nice to see 2 Brittany's on. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm just talking about how you need to know what you're inviting to. So I need to know, okay, when is my group? What's my group called? What program am I going to do in my group? You know, what's the focus going to be on? Right now I'm hosting one called Fill Your Cup Club. Guess what it's a focus on? Filling our cups. Right? So really just have fun with it. It's so important that you have fun with this, because when you show people that you're enjoying yourself, that's what makes them want to join you too. Oh, what's up, Jacqueline? Nice to see you too. Okay? So when you guys are thinking about what you're inviting to, and if you're co-hosting a group, or if your coach is the one that's running it and you're helping apprentice and helping run it, it doesn't really matter so long as you know the date and you have a group set up, right? It's so easy to set up a group, you guys. You just go into Facebook, create group, create a cover photo in Canva. They have a template for a Facebook event. Create a cover photo, pick your start date, and then boom. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then you start inviting people to that. And once you set that date that you're gonna host that group that day, for some reason that solidifies in your mind, okay, I'm hosting a group on March 5th. It's going for 3 weeks. I better find some people to do my group with me, otherwise it's going to be pretty lonely, right? And so really setting that group and knowing what you're inviting to is so important, because I feel like then that's the catalyst for when you're inviting people, you actually feel confident because you have something to invite them to that you are excited about. And that translates in all your whoopsies. So you need to know what you're inviting to. Number 2, you need to stay consistent on social media. And this is so important, you guys. We've talked about this so many times, and it's important because people need to know what you're doing. They need to decide if they like you, and then when they decide they like you, they need to decide if they trust you. And that know, like, trust formula is just bar to none. That's how it works with social media, right? When you creep somebody's page and you go, okay, oh, I like this girl. Yep. Oh, I trust her opinion. I would buy something that she uses. Ooh, I would trust her opinion, right? So it's really, really important that you stay consistent on social media. And we're not talking like 5 times a day. We're talking like post 1 to 2 valuable posts a day, stay active on Instagram stories, and go live on Facebook like once or twice a week. That's it. Easy peasy. And I post the same stuff to Instagram and Facebook. It's not hard, right? And you can do so many different things. You can pre-plan your post. You can schedule your post. You can write stuff out when you're feeling inspired in the notes section on your phone and then copy and paste it. You can copy and paste different hashtags that you create for yourself into the notes section on your phone so you can copy and paste it when it comes time to put your post up. You can take pictures on a good hair day. I showered today. Might take a selfie or 3, right? So really just set yourself up for success instead of being so sporadic all over the place. Okay, staying consistent on social media helps people to trust you so that when you do reach out to them and you say, hey, I have this group, do you want to join me? They're so much more likely to connect with you and join what you have to offer because you're showing up already on social media. They already kind of know what you're about. And that's also why it's so important to be vulnerable. It's so important to be honest. You know, on social media, it's so important just to show up as you. You are the only you there is, and that is a beautiful, magical thing. You sparkly unicorn, show up as yourself. Okay? But stay consistent on social media. It's super important, right? So what are you inviting to? Stay consistent on social media. And then number 3 is make a list of every single person who likes your posts. So while you're staying consistent on social media, people are engaging. Some people will comment. Some people will like. A lot of people won't, and they're still watching you, so it's really important to still stay consistent. Okay? I write down everybody that likes my stuff, and then guess what? I message them, and I say, hey, thank you for liking my stuff. I know it just takes 2 seconds for you to click that button, but it means a lot to me. It's not always easy getting vulnerable on social media. Are you also on a health and fitness journey? And I open up a conversation. Or how are you doing since you had your son? Or how are you doing since school ended? What are you doing for work these days? Or I saw you were in Mexico. How was your trip? You know, when you just start conversations and naturally connect with people, and you guys, as you do this more and more, you will become more naturally gifted with it. I feel like I am now a gifted conversationalist because I've had so many different conversations with people and because I do it all the time. You know, it's like anything. When you practice it, you get way better at it, right? So that's number 3. Number 4, make a list of all of your Facebook friends who you would like to work with, okay? I am a huge believer in the power of manifestation, and I have a list of like dream lady coaches for our team. And I'm going to tell you this, it's crazy, but every time I write somebody down on that list, it's like within 6 months, a year, 2 years sometimes, they end up joining our team. It is so cool. There are so many women who are probably going to be watching this video that you were once on my dream lady, on my dream coach list, dream potential coaches I call it, and now you're coaching on our team. And it's a huge manifestation thing for me when I write somebody's name down, pen to paper. It's like that idea goes on paper and I know that it's going to come true so long as I keep in touch with them, so long as I keep coming from a place of love, so long as I am not being like crazy and like, buy my shit, join my group, right? So that as long as I'm not being a psychopath, most likely they're eventually going to join what I'm doing because I'm going to still keep doing this no matter what, you know? So people see that, and people love following people with a vision. They're like, oh, that girl knows what she's doing. She knows what she wants. I want to be a part of that. You know, that's how you gain momentum. You just focus on your own shit and you keep going, and people end up coming back around. Even if they once said, I will never do that, what you do, they will come around, and eventually they'll be like, how did you do that? How did you become so successful? And you say, this is how I did it. It's the same thing as before when I asked you, but are you ready now? And some people just take a little time. Okay, so make a list of all the Facebook friends that you'd like to work with, or Instagram followers as well. Okay, I know that we're kind of split right now. Some people are more Facebook focused, some people are more Instagram focused. Whatever your platform of choice is, for me personally, I'm really digging Instagram right now. Whatever your platform of choice is, use that, run with that, stay consistent with it, connect with your people on it, learn the new features, like play around with it, use Instagram stories, use the story highlights, you know, figure out what your interests are and then make hashtags based on those, okay? There was an awesome National Wake Up Call by Jen Richardson where she just talked about that. And actually there's also a really great video in the Beachbody Champions page. They always post helpful training videos, so go check out that Facebook page, Beachbody Champions, as well. Okay, number 5, connect with people and just keep track of them, right? I have a conversation with so-and-so at the grocery store. I'm going to write her name down on my phone really quick. Marie, don't forget, to message this girl in a couple days and say like, hey, it was awesome to meet you in the grocery store the other day. I just was thinking about you when I was doing registration for this upcoming group that I have on March 5th. It's going to be 3 weeks. We're doing 30-minute workouts. Are you interested? Boom, done. Easy. That's an invite. Brittany says, I'm getting a lot of people that don't reply all to my first message, but they've been liking lots of my egg posts. And that happens so much. I do not want you guys to think that I don't get people who ghost, who say no, who are like, no, I don't do shakes, not enough time, I don't have money, and all these different objections, and people who just like fall off the face of the earth. That happens to me all the time. All the time. But then those are also the same people who eventually come back around. So as long as you're staying consistent on social media, coming from a place of love, when you have a conversation with them, that's why this point is so important, to connect with people. When you have conversations that are non-Beachbody related, you know, like you're connecting over both needing to use something different because your hormones, because your hormones are going crazy. I've connected with so many women recently because I'm dealing with some hormonal acne. And I'm like, man, I went off birth control for the first time in 10 years and now my skin is being a psychopath. I've said psychopath like 3 times in this video. You know, and I'm connecting with so many women on like, okay, well, what supplements are you using? Zinc, vitamin C, vitamin B complex, doing acupuncture. Awesome. I connect with women over being celiac. I connect with women over shopping for bathing suits online and trying to find a good deal, right? Like you have to connect with people before you invite them because they have to know, like, and trust you before they decide that they want to join your group. Sometimes people are like, I like what you're doing, I want to do it. And those are like the unicorn stardusty people and they don't come around that often. But for the rest of the population, you really have to prime them by showing up and being vulnerable on social media consistently. If there is nothing you take away from this video, it's please be consistent. Be consistent with your workouts, with your posts, with showing up, right? Be consistent. It is so important. That is your superpower. Okay, that is how you win a longevity game, is consistency. Doing the right things over time that don't seem very significant in the moment, but they add up, compounded. Okay, and then keep track of your people, you guys. Write down. Keep a list for each month. I've got a list for February people, for March, April, May, June, and like mid-January when I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my follow-up list for my February group because I know that I need to give people about 2 weeks to order and stuff. So I'm going to start inviting these people. And I'll say, hey, Jody, I hope you're well. I'm doing registration for my group that starts January, whatever. I know that what wasn't a good time for you in December because blank, whatever their reason was. Just wanted to extend the first invite to you. Are you wanting to join us this time around? Are you able to? Boom, done. That's it. That's super simple. I don't have to go into this like long post about like, we're going to be doing 30-minute workouts. We're going to drink Shakeology. Shakeology is amazing. Please don't think that it's not amazing. It's not a protein shake. You know, like don't do any of that stuff. You just say like, hey man, I thought of you. I thought that you would really want to do this with me. Are you interested? You know, and when they respond and they say, yeah, I am totally interested. Awesome. This is how it's going to work. Everybody's getting set up with the All Access Challenge Pack. It's on for this amount right now, which is incredible. You get access to over 600 of the best workouts in the world for the entire year. You get a full month of Shakeology, which is the game changer. It will heal your body from the inside out. You get the portion control system with the containers and a shaker cup and all the recipes. And my group, my coaching, and the resources are totally complimentary for you. Does that sound awesome? Yeah, that sounds really great. Sign me up. Sweet. What flavor of Shakeology do you want to try first and what's your email? I'm going to send you a share card. Okay? And it's just like you get really good and you get really natural at those kind of conversations. Okay? So it's super important to keep track of people because if somebody says no, I just say like, that's fine. Like we've already gone over objections or whatever and they're like, no, it's just really not a good time for me. Like it's not going to work right now. I'm moving. Can't take on anything else. I can't really even like fathom taking on a new workout program or routine right now. You just say, that's totally fine. Do you want me to reach out in like 2 months? Would that be a better time for you? And they go, thank you. Yes, actually that would be way better for me. So then you flip and you go, all right, March or April, and you write down their name and you write down why they didn't join and you write down the date that you last spoke to them. And that's it. Okay, and then when it comes time to do your group for March, mid-February, you're going to reach out to those people on the March list and you're going to go, okay, so-and-so, I'm opening up my group. I wanted to give you a first chance at a spot. Are you still interested? I know that finances were kind of tight back in December, January because Christmas stuff. Are you able to join us now? It's going to be super fun. You know, and just keeping it as simple as possible, you guys, is just the biggest tip that I can give you. Keep it simple and exciting, and just let them know that you're coming from a place of love and you're not just after their money. Okay? Because you're not. Because you're here to serve people. That's what we do. We are here to give value, and the more value that you give to people, the more that you will receive. Trust me on this one. I know that some of you are new that are watching this. The more value you give and the more that you care and give a shit about people, the more you will be rewarded in the long run. Okay? Okay. So connect and keep track on people. And then you're going to, follow-up lists. I already talked about that. Okay, follow-up lists are so important, you guys. Oh, Courtney, I'm so glad this is helpful. Follow-up lists are so, so important because the majority of people that don't respond to you or ghost you, or they don't even see the message, they just literally click on it and then forget that they saw it, and then it goes in the whole Facebook Messenger mess or Instagram Messenger mess or email mess. Follow up with people. Because they didn't respond to you doesn't mean that they don't like you and all of a sudden they're like judging of you, right? Like, I follow up with people multiple times because I know personally when I forget something and somebody follows up with me, I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I've had such a busy week that yes, absolutely, I will do that right now. I'll put it on my list for tomorrow to do. Okay, people are busy right now. And a lot of people have a lot of lack of discipline and lack of organization, right? We are not lack of time. Everybody has the same 24 hours. Most people just have a lack of discipline and a lack of organization. So if you can be organized for those people and really follow up with them and just say, girl, I got you. I'm following up. I know that you said you wanted to talk to me in 2 months' time. I remember why you couldn't join in December. Is now a better time for you? Yes? Awesome. Let's get you set up and join. Okay? Oh, what's up? Sandy, Arisha, nice to see you guys. Okay, so follow-up lists are so, so important, you guys. People need to be followed up with in order for them to decide, okay? And some people will join you right off the hop, but a lot of people won't. And the people that won't, you're just going to start adding to your follow-up list. I could show you my follow-up list. I have people I'm following up. I have a list, I think, started for June even, for people who are like, yeah, don't talk to me until summertime. And I'm like, okay, sure. I'll put you on my June list. Sounds great. And I'll reach out in May. And you just do the same thing over and over again. And you get really good at the natural transition of talking to people, connecting with people, staying consistent on social media, inviting them to your groups. When they say no, you say no worries at all. Once you've gone over the objections and stuff, and you add them to a follow-up list. And then you ask them again in a couple months. And if they say yes, then you sign them up and you work with them. And if they say no, you add them to a follow-up list. And it's just this whole cycle. It's beautiful and it works. Okay, so use it. Don't ever take it personally when somebody's like, no, I can't join your group. Okay, it's really important that you don't take it personally. I always use the example of when I'm waitressing, right? And I go to a table after dinner and I offer coffee, and it might be the best freaking coffee in the world, organic, delicious. I even put MCT oil in it because, dang, so good. And they could say no. And I'm not going to take it personally. I know that I have this epic coffee with MCT oil to offer them. And if they say no, I'm just like, that's okay. Do you want me to come back around in 2 months? Do you want to try this in 2 months? Do you want to try this in a month? Would it be better if I reached out to you after you got back from Mexico and had a couple days to decompress? I'll write your name down. I'll remind you. It's okay, I got you. I'm organized. I have this. When you sign up as a coach, you get to sign up as the CEO of your own business. You got to treat it as such. Okay, so being organized and keeping track of your people is just huge, you guys. It's huge. Okay? So you're going to invite your follow-ups to your groups each month because you're going to host a group once a month, right? Or you're going to co-host a group with a couple coach friends once a month, right? Or you're going to co-host with your coach. It doesn't matter so long as you're hosting a group every month. That is how you build a business. You host a group every month and you work with new people every month in that group, right? Hitting Success Club is just simply a benchmark for you to know, okay, I'm moving my business forward. I'm building a business forward. I'm not just stagnant. Right? Because if you're kidding yourself, if you're not hitting Success Club and you're like, ooh, I'm a badass boss bitch. I'm building this business. No, if you're not hitting Success Club, it means you're not working with new people, which means you're not adding to your network, which means you're not building a business. You have a hobby, and that's totally fine, but don't confuse the two. Okay? All right. I also invite people who like my posts. Psh, what? They're already liking what I'm throwing down and I'm going to invite them? Oh my God, Marie, you're so genius. Okay, if people are already liking the shit that you're throwing down on Instagram and Facebook and stuff, send them an invitation. Hey girl, saw you've been following my Instagram stories for 2 months now. Do you want to do what I'm doing? Hey, saw that you've been liking my stuff on Facebook. Thank you so much for your support. Do you want to join my next group? It starts on X date. It starts on March 5th. We're doing 21 Day Fix. We're going to read the Goddess Revolution and we're drinking Shakeology because it's a game changer. Are you in? Boom, done. Psh, done. Easy. You got to keep it so simple. You know, we do this thing where we overcomplicate and then we doubt ourselves and then we go into this like dangerous rabbit hole of like, I'm not good enough. Nobody wants to join me. I suck. I could never be an inspirational coach. And then you like, just pick yourself out of the rabbit hole. You are a badass unicorn coach on Boomerang Wellness Team. Okay? So act as such. My battery is totally going to die during this video. I really hope it doesn't because I'd like to upload it after. All right. I'm almost done, I promise. You're going to explain what people get when they ask you, and you're going to just keep it so simple, right? And you're also going to assume that you're going to be successful with the conversation. If I go into a conversation and I'm like, oh, they are totally going to have an income objection, they're going to have an income objection. You are manifesting the shit out of that objection, and it's going to happen to you. Or instead of focusing on what bad could happen, we could focus on the excellent outcome that could happen, and I could just assume that the conversation is going to be totally successful. And I can go into my conversation and I'm like, yo Linda, how you been? Do you want to join this group? It starts on March 5th. We're going to do 21 Day Fix. We're going to read Goddess Revolution. Did you know you can actually listen to it on Audible and your first book's free? So if you're too busy and you don't want to read, you can listen to it. Great. We're also going to drink Shaco. It's so awesome. And everything it is in a package on sale this month for you. Are you in? Perfect. Linda wants to join. I tell her, she goes, yeah, that sounds great. So what do I all get? Like, how does this work? What do I have to buy? You know what? The package is on sale this month. It is such an epic frickin' deal. It's incredible. I can't even believe that they're doing this. It's 180 bucks Canadian. You get access to over 600 different workouts from the top trainers in the world for the entire year. That alone is like $6,000 worth of value, and you get it for like $6 a month. It's less than Netflix. You get a month's worth of Shakeology, which is the game changer. It heals your body from the inside out, really gives you the dense nutrition your body needs, like at a cellular level, to just be kick-ass. You get the portion control system with the containers and the shaker cup and the recipe library, and then my group and the support and all the resources that I have to offer are totally complimentary to you on your journey. And we're going to help you get success. I remember you saying you really wanted to lose those 15 pounds post-baby. Let's do it. Let's help you lose those 15 pounds. I'm pretty confident in myself that I can help you do that. Okay, and you just like keep it so simple, like this is what I have to offer. And when Linda's like, yes, that sounds great. Oh my God, it's on for 180. That's amazing. Instead of going on to a whole other conversation of like, isn't it amazing? I'm so excited. And then Linda forgets to respond to your message for like 6 days because she got busy and shit happened. And then her one kid had like diarrhea or something and she didn't respond to her Facebook. And then she forgets. And then somebody else from a different company or upline is like, yo, Linda, you should join my shit. And then Linda joins that other company or like finds Shakeology on Kijiji. You're gonna kick yourself for not having signed her up in the first place. When people are excited and they're emotional and they have that connection, you have to capitalize on it and you have to do them the favor of creating tension, okay? And what I mean by that is you have to do them the favor of making them make a decision. The decision can be no, that's okay, but you have to help them make a decision so you do not allow them to sit in limbo. If Linda's like, that sounds amazing, I think I really want to do this. Yep, this sounds great. Awesome, Linda. What's your email and what flavor of Shakeology do you want to start with first? Okay, you want to do vegan vanilla? There's actually a barista pack. Did you know that? You can try 3 different flavors. Boom. Do you want to do that? Sweet. Linda gives you her email. She gives you her Shakeology flavor. You say, can you stay online just for 5 minutes? I'm just going to put this through really quick. It'll go to your email and I'll stay online so that you can finish it while I'm on here so you can ask me any questions. Like really making them make that decision in the moment. Really keeping them accountable to following through with it instead of just saying, here's my link, let me know when you do it. Like you have to just really hold people's hand and you have to say, listen, I am leading you here. I know what I'm doing. Come with me. I will show you. I will walk you through this process and I'm going to be here with you until the end of it. So let's get you signed up right now. I'll stay online for you. Don't worry about it. Any questions you have, I'm here. That's so important, you guys. You just make people feel cared for because you do care about them because you are on our team, which tells me that you're not a sleazy, gross person, right? Anybody on our team is amazing. I know this already because like attracts like, and everybody here is just like beautiful friendship, right? Beautiful people. Okay, I'm almost done. Always assume success. And when somebody says no, don't ever take it personally. Just write them down on a follow-up list and just say, hey girl, no worries, I got you. I'll message you in like a month or 2 and we'll see if that's a better time for you. Okay? Don't ever take it personally. Just follow up stay consistent, okay? Carly, I have done that so many times and they never end up joining because then something comes up, laptop broke, got in a car accident, going on a trip, and then they can no longer afford it. See, and it's so important too to like reframe the affordability of it. When people say it's too expensive, I'm like, ooh, it's really not, and I'm going to help you see how it's not. Shakeology is an amazing breakfast, and it's actually only $4.80 per glass, which is less than a Starbucks coffee, and it has your entire day worth of dense nutrition in it, okay? For less than what it costs for Netflix in the month, you get access to over 600 different workouts on this online streaming library that you can take anywhere with you. I took mine to the Philippines when I was there and had it on my iPad. So I just say, is there any way that you can share with me like your budget and maybe I can help you figure this out? Or is there any way that you guys can commit as a family to like not eating out this month or not buying Starbucks this month? Or, you know, is there anywhere in your budget that you can fit this? Can you put it on your Visa and pay it off? That's what I did when I first started. I didn't have $170. I put it on my Visa because I knew I was important enough. When you reframe it as an investment in themselves, you guys, and not as an expense, that helps them see, oh, I'm actually putting me first. I've even gone so far as to ask people, like, when was the last time that you actually put yourself first? When was the last time that you bought yourself something that changed your life? Because that pair of Steve Madden shoes definitely didn't do that for you, and it cost the same amount of money. Okay? When was the last time you went to Walmart and dropped $200 on candles and a bunch of bullshit? Right? People do these things. People don't realize like where they're actually spending their money. And so it's just super important to be so gentle and really kind, but to share with them like, hey, I can help you find this money. You could sell like 2 things on Kijiji and that would be the money for you. You could give up drive-thrus for 3 weeks. That would be the money for you. You could not drink booze for like a weekend and that would be the money for you. You know, so just really important to just hold people's hand a bit and not to back down in the face of an objection. When people object, it means that they're actually interested. Okay? I want to finish this so I don't go way too over time. Oopsies. All right. Actually, that leads me to number 9. Deal with their objections and encourage them to try it. So I will often, if somebody has an objection, I'm like, dude, I hear ya. I used to feel the exact same way. What I have found is this. You know, Marie, I just don't have the money right now. I'm a broke ass student. Girl, I feel ya. When I first joined, I was just finished my internship. I literally had no money. I put it on my Visa because I was so sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, and I knew there was a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it was the best frickin' decision of my life. I would have paid thousands more than I spent to heal my IBS, to lose the weight, to feel this confident, to feel this amazing, and to have this community of support and my like new best friendships. Are you okay with putting it on your Visa and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee? I promise this is going to change your life if you put in the work. You know, and you just have to really be so confident in what you're offering. And that's that whole thing with like competence breeds confidence, you guys. When you know what you're talking about, when you know exactly how to say what the All Access Challenge Pack entails, when you know that Shakeology helps people cure their IBS, when you know that the Beachbody Performance line is excellent for athletes, and actually athletes in the NCAA can use it and it's sport approved and all these different things, when you know those kind of little facts and you pick up on those things, you become so much more confident in what you are offering people. I will meet people in the grocery store and they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm actually an online health and wellness coach. I educate women on how to live their best life. Here's my business card. I facilitate online challenge groups and I actually also mentor a team of coaches. It took me so long to get to that point where I could say that so confidently instead of being like, I'm a Beachbody coach. I don't know what that means. You know, but it's just practicing. All of this is just practicing. That's all it is. So that's why I'm giving you guys my best practices, because these are the things that I practice all the time and they work. Okay? Because it's just like, this is how you go from not knowing somebody to knowing somebody to signing them up to changing their life. This is how you do it. Okay. When people have objections and they say no, again, like I said before, no worries. It's fine. Like, there's no sweat off my back. Because whether or not you join, I'm still going to be hosting this group. So you just say, no, that's totally fine. I understand. I hear you. People just want to be heard, you guys. You need to just validate people. They just want to be heard. I totally hear you. Moving, I know, can be a nightmare. I know you're going through finals right now. You probably don't even want to think about putting another thing on your plate. Actually, here's a really awesome playlist on Spotify that'll help you relax. Here's a really awesome meditation app that I've been using. It really helps to soothe you. Keep in touch with that person. Write them on a follow-up list and then stay in contact. Go and and comment on their stuff, okay? And if they say yes, I say, amazing, let's get you signed up. And I just go through the exact same thing that I said a couple minutes ago where I stay online with them. I will get on the phone with them. I will do a share cart, which I'm going to show you guys how I do a share cart right now, just so you can see. Okay, when you go to teambeachbuddy.com and you sign in, and you already know this person's email address and their Shakeology flavor, okay, and you know, okay, I'm signing them up with the All Access, you can go to Coach, and then Share Cart Canada. And then you go New Enrollment / Order. And you fill in their info here, okay? You can either enroll them as a customer or a coach. Here's something sweet. When they sign up as a coach, right off the hop with their challenge pack, their fee is waived to sign up, and they automatically save money on their Shakeology moving forward. So the next month that their Shakeology comes out, they're going to save $24 Canadian. Okay, it changes a little bit with provinces, but it's generally about 24 bucks they save. That is even with the $19 Canadian coach fee, you guys. So even though they pay a $19 per month Canadian coach fee, they still are saving $24 on their Shakeology each month, which is a huge deal. Like, that's over $200 a year saved. That's a big deal. And there's no obligations to coach. There's no weird strings attached. If they really don't want to, they can quit. They don't have to drink Shakeology every month if they really don't want to. Crazy people. Okay? They can just defer it. So you can go into your account now on Team Beachbody and you can click edit the ship date and you can defer it for 30 days at a time. You know, there's no weird strings or anything. So signing people up as a discount coach first is such a huge deal. And it just really helps you build your confidence. It helps you set people up for success. If somebody wants to see success with their health and fitness, they're going to be doing it for longer than 1 month, because you can't see results in 1 month that will last you a lifetime, right? It's an ongoing thing. You don't just like do 6 sit-ups and have a 6-pack. That's not how it works, right? So same thing with all of this. It's just the consistent every single day things. And so for myself personally, signing people up with the discount right off the hop is a really big deal because it saves them money. I'm looking out for them. It helps me. I get a fast start bonus as well as Success Club points, as well as I'm helping a new coach get set up on our team who can now see what this opportunity has to offer. They're set up. Maybe they'll decide they actually want to actively coach in a few months' time. Okay. Brittany says, how often do you check in with your challengers above and beyond the group? Oh God, like once a weekend? I'll send a voice note and I'll just say like, hey, how's it going? Happy Saturday. This is my voice. How are you enjoying the program? How are you enjoying Shakeology? Do you have a favorite recipe? What are your wins for the week? Send. That's it. Like, it's so simple, you guys, and we overcomplicate the shit out of it. So anyways, I sign people up for the discount often because it is such a huge deal. And I'll just show you guys really quickly. I think I might have to actually put a name in. All you do is you just ask them beforehand. So when they say like, yeah, I totally want to join, that sounds great, you just say, sweet, do you want to sign up for the discount right off the hop? It saves you $24 a month on your Shako and you can cancel anytime. Like, there's no weird strings or anything. Boom. Yeah, absolutely, that sounds great. Can we do that? And you just say, awesome. Just so you know, it's going to ask you for your SIN. Don't get freaked out or anything. It's only because, like, technically it is a business opportunity. If you want to make it so, you can make money doing it. So just as long as you don't make $500, you won't have to worry about anything tax time. And then they might be like, you can make $500? Oh my. And then that's where I would be like, actually, I just replaced my entire teaching income with it, and this is what I do full time. And then you can have a whole other conversation with them as you're signing them up, right? But for a lot of people, I just say like, sweet, you want in? Oh yeah, by the way, do you want to get set up with the discount right off the hop? It's just, there's no strings attached or anything, but you save $24 a month on your Shakeology, and it's, obviously that's a lot of savings. Do you want to do that? Yeah, sweet, sign me up, boom. And I just say the thing about the SIN number because a lot of people get weird about the SIN number thing. And I just say, yep, no worries, just so you know, it's going to ask you for your SIN. Don't even worry about that, like just fill it in. It's totally secure. It's only going to affect you if you make more than $500 in the tax year, and then you just get taxed on it. That's it. That's all there is. Okay, so the only difference, you guys, is that you go to Enroll Coach instead, and you just put in their email address, put in their first name, last name. Here, I'm actually going to do this. So let's put in marieb34@gmail.com. Marie B. That's so funny. That's not an email yet. So you just put in their email, name, last name, Canada. If they're US or UK, you change it and it'll change the currency for them. Enroll Coach. Yep, I have their permission. Sweet. So this is going to make them a new profile. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Challenge Packs. And then I'm going to go to All Access, unless they want to do 80-Day Obsession, in which case there's different tools, or if they want to do Completion Pack. But generally speaking, I'll do an All Access Challenge Pack. They now have the Mega Performance, the Deluxe Performance, and then here's the regular one. This is usually the one I start with, right? And it's on sale right now, which is a huge deal for a lot of people, you guys. $176. That is literally like a month. It's like a month and a half at like a yoga studio. That's like 3 months at a gym, not even with a trainer, not even with the nutrition, not even with Shakeology. Like $176 is literally peanuts. So when you reframe that for people and just explain like this is what you're getting, it's insane. It's actually insane. They will get excited too, knowing that they're saving money, getting a huge value for like pennies. Okay, so that's what they get with the All Access, just what I explained before. And you just make sure that you select their Shakeology. So Marie B probably wants vegan vanilla because it's literally the most delicious thing ever. She wants it in a bag because it's one thing. You add to cart, super simple, and then it'll show up like this. Here's the cart, created for Marie B. Here's the email. You have to make sure that it's correct, and if it's not, guess what? You can edit it. And I just look, all right, I'm signing Marie B up for annual All Access Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology Challenge Pack, vanilla vegan servings in one bag, and the business starter kit. And guess what? There's no fee. This is like $50 or $60 to sign up when you don't do it with a challenge pack. And then send email. That's it. Send the email, and I say, because they're still online with me usually, right? You're going to get an email in like 5 minutes. Just complete it. You're going to need to fill in your SIN number and your credit card information and complete that order. And as soon as you complete it, just message me back, and I'll just make sure you don't have any questions or anything. I'm so excited. And then once they complete their order, I'll be like, dude, do you want me to add you to our team? Like, I know that you're just signed up for like the discount right now, but we have a badass group of women and you might want to make some new friends with this. So like, what's the worst case scenario, right? And oftentimes people will join and they'll be a discount coach at first. And then like 6 months to a year and they're like, Marie, I've been seeing your posts on the team page and making some friendships and stuff. And I think that I want to do this coaching thing now. That has happened to me so many times, you guys. I treat everybody the same. I welcome everybody the same into the coach group because you can never judge what anybody's going to do with it. You never know, you know? All my job is to say, I love this shit. Do you want to do it too? Here's this thing that I'm doing. I'm giving it to you in this package. I will support you and love you throughout the way. Do you want to do it too? And you guys, honestly, that is inviting 101. That's what I do. I figure out what I'm inviting to. I stay consistent on social media. I make a list of everybody who likes my stuff. Okay. I make a list of all my Facebook and Instagram friends who I would like to invite. I start staying consistent with talking to them and connecting with them about non-Beachbody things first. I keep track of my people. I keep a follow-up list like for each month. I'm just consistent. I invite my follow-ups and I invite the people who are already liking my posts and stuff. I explain what they get super simply because I don't want to word vomit all over them. I deal with their objections and I encourage them to try it anyways, you know, and then if it's a no, I put them on my follow-up list. And if it's a yes, I try and sign them up as quickly as possible while they're still feeling that emotional charge and that excitement for it, you know. And then lastly, I offer the discount when they're like, yeah, let's do this. I just say really quick, do you want to do the discount? It's an awesome option for you. And you guys, that's how I invite. That's how I get people started. Oh, Sabrina, what's up? You're going to want to watch this one for sure. All right, and I'm going to put this video, you guys, I'll try and upload it into YouTube so you can refer back to it if you ever have any questions, but that is my system. That is how I invite 101. I stay consistent on social media, I connect with people, I invite those people. When they say no, I say that's okay and I follow up with them, and when they say yes, I get them signed up and make them feel loved and supported, and then I show up in my challenge groups that I host once a month, help them feel loved and supported and see results, and it's just this snowball effect, and you just keep doing that over and over again, and you just have so much fun with it, and then eventually you build this huge team of people who are also doing what you want to do. Okay, so I love you and I hope you have a fantastic day. That is inviting 101.